gentlemen, welcome to the Everglades. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good? All right. We're gonna actually look at. I see another alligator hanging out over there. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Hold on a second, okay? Let's see if I can pull up some so you guys can get a view. You're more than welcome to stay standing. I'm just going to move the boat up a little closer and hopefully you guys can see that folks. How's that? A little bit better?
That's great, thanks.
All right, guys. So what we have here is an American alligator. Florida Everglades is the only place in the entire world where you have both alligators and crocodiles living together in nature, okay? Alligators live throughout the entire southeastern United States, all the way up to North Carolina and as far west as East Texas, all the Gulf states. These guys live in fresh water. So they live in lakes, ponds, rivers, marshes, swamps. And the American crocodile is found on the southern coastline of the state and in Key Largo, where the water is brackish. Okay. Anybody here like snakes? Yeah. Is this crowd awake or something? All right, there we go. One guy. Yeah, I'm saying, too much sun or something? You like snakes? Alrighty. Well, we have 28 species of snakes here, and 4 of them are venomous. Venomous snakes are the pygmy rattlesnake, less than 2 feet long. We have the eastern diamondback rattlesnake, which is almost 6 feet long, very deadly. And for any of you guys who may not like snakes, you're going to love this next one. It's called the cottonmouth or the water moccasin because it swims in the water, and it could definitely get into the boat if it wanted to. Listen, don't worry about me. I can stay up here. I'll be just fine. All right? And one of the most deadly snakes here is called the coral snake. It's a very small snake, but don't be fooled by the size. It's related to the mamba and the cobra. So if you're related to those guys, I would say you're bad news. This water here is 100% rainwater, so it's fresh water, and it's flowing from north to southwest. A lot of people make the mistake and call this a swamp. But a swamp is where water is stagnant. It doesn't really move. There's a lot of tall trees there, very close together. Here, the trees are very far apart, and the water is moving, mostly grass. So this is called a marshland, not a swamp. It's called a marshland. And it's usually called it a sawgrass marsh because this tall grass over here is called sawgrass. It's very sharp. It has teeth or serrations going up the blade, so if you were to pull it too quickly or pull it the wrong way, you can cut yourself pretty bad on that stuff. The grass we're resting on top of right now is called needle grass. It looks like needles coming out from the water here, okay? Now if you look around you, you see all these tree islands scattered around. These tree islands are called heads, like your head, and you could walk on some of them if you wanted to, though you probably wouldn't want to. You may run into mosquitoes or snakes or maybe one of those guys there. And they're about 200 or 300 years old depending on their size. Now this piece of land here, this is much bigger. This is called a hammock. And the word hammock comes from the Miccosukee tribe. It means beautiful garden rising above the water. And on these hammocks we have animals like white-tailed deer, wild pig that were brought here from Spain many years ago. Of course, alligators, turtles, birds, so all kinds of animals living here. 20 miles west is where you're going to find Big Cypress National Preserve. That's where the swampland is. There we have the Florida black bear and the Florida panther. So those animals wouldn't be found here in the marshes and in the swamps. Any questions?
Are there many panthers and
No, unfortunately, the panthers, their biggest cause of death is cars. All right, so they die, in large numbers, and I think there's only a few hundred. What they had to do was bring in the Texas cougar from out west and mate with them so they can diversify the gene pool and hopefully grow the numbers. Yeah, because their numbers were dwindling. Yeah, way too low. Black bear, they are coming back. They were low in number for a while, but I think as of last year, they took them off the endangered list, so they're doing much better now. Any other questions?
Are the panthers a drama for humans, or they don't?
Not at all. No. Panthers are very elusive, and they're going to be found in. They're actually really hard to find. They'll be deep in the swamp or in the pineland areas, which are like forest areas, and there's hardly ever any human and panther interaction except for the automobiles. And I can't even think of any, incidents or anything like that.
Do they eat small mammals? Or?
Yeah, they're carnivores, so they're going to eat smaller mammals because they're small themselves.
Oh.
They're not a big species of big cat. They're fairly small, maybe like the size of I don't know, maybe like a medium-sized German Shepherd or something like that. They're not terribly big, So they'll eat probably like possum, raccoons, and stuff like that. Rodents as well. Any other questions, guys? No? All right, I tell you what then, let's go cruising for a bit. I'm going to take you guys to a channel, and when I get to this channel, I'll be going nice and slow. You're more than welcome to stand up again, and we'll see if we find any more wildlife hanging around there, okay? What I'll do is I'll come back out this way. That way you can maybe get another glance of that gator hiding under the trees there, okay? Now this is actually a mating couple, okay? This is a female and that one is a male, all right? And they are offspring here as well. There's yearlings and hatchlings here. Sometimes they're out, sometimes they're not though.